Okay, so I'm going to quickly demonstrate the quick mill flow control valve. I have this on a prototype quick mill dual boiler. It's got an E61 group head, and this is the whole kit from Chris Coffee. So I've got my valve installed, my pressure manometer on the front, and then I also have my brew pressure gauge down here, if you can see that, hopefully. So it's a little hard to read the gauge on this screen, so I'll give you just a little layout. 8 bars is directly like 6 o'clock or 12 o'clock rather, and then 6 and 4 is over here. I have my OPV tuned down, so I really only hit, sometimes I hit 8 bars, most of the time I'm only in the 7 bar territory. So with flow control, I'm actually dialing that back quite a bit, and then I'll ramp it up toward 6 or 7 bar for most shots. This is a decaf coffee that I haven't really dialed in too much. I've gotten it kind of in the territory in terms of grind size. I have 18 grams in the basket. It's a standard E61 basket, nothing special. The screen on here is also nothing special, so no precision, IMS, or VST or anything. So let that kind of inform your expectations here. So the way that I have my valve set up right here is fully closed. I can't turn it anymore. And then the first like 90 degrees are really the useful area. But for low flow control, it's really in the first like 10 to 15 degrees, so very little movement. So I'm going to start with it closed. And you'll see my pressure jumps all the way up to 8 bars. I'm going to open it up a little bit here. And I use the manometer for my extraction pressure. So I want to slowly climb up. That's actually a little bit quick, so I'm going to taper it back just a little bit, cut my flow down. Right around 20 seconds on the shot. And once I hit 5 grams of yield, I'm going to go up a little bit more. This is probably not the best way to pull this particular coffee. It's a little bit darker, but with some of the lighter roasts, I actually really enjoyed the sort of Slayer style, really slow cream fusion ramp up, long extraction, longer yield, and then I'll taper it back just a little bit toward the end, final 5 to 10 grams of the shot, and cut it. So hopefully that wasn't too noisy. Hopefully you could still hear me. The other thing that I do with this flow valve is for rinsing a portafilter or back flushing, I will open it up like 270 degrees. I don't really need to hit a full rotation. I get almost my full flow rate right around here. And it's certainly enough to just rinse or back flush real quick. So pretty easy to turn it all the way around. The clearance on the back is just kind of going by eye, maybe like 5 millimeters, which works fine on my machine. It might not work on yours, but it is a pretty small knob, which makes it a little precarious because this gets quite hot. But, even for me, like just grabbing this is easy enough, and it turns quite easily. So as long as that, I imagine, stays lubricated, it'll be pretty easy to use. Overall, I like it a lot. I've never used one of these before, so I'm still kind of getting used to it. I have gotten some pretty good shots of espresso. I'm not going to bother with this decaf. I'm sure it doesn't taste great. But the single origin, like I have a washed Ethiopia that I'm really enjoying. It's pulling out this like really nice lavender strawberry kind of combination with that slow sort of Slayer style ramp up and then kind of increase flow to finish the bulk of the shot, a little bit of dial back at the end. So overall, I like it quite a lot.